Hi everyone, I'm Sandie La Nae. Welcome to Psychic Creations. We have an interesting show for you. Our guest today is an awesome Northern Nevada event coordinator, an online planner, and also a director for other particular causes, which we will be speaking about. Please welcome to Psychic Creations, the creator and organizer of fine entertainment, Cassity Davis. Hi! Welcome to Psychic Creations. It's an honor to have you here.
Thank you.
Cool.
It's an honor to be on the show.
Oh, thank you. Well, now I know that our viewers would like to get to know you up close and personal. Are you all ready for me to ask you a lot of questions?
Yes.
Yes? Are you sure?
I'm ready.
Okay. All right. First, are you a native of Nevada?
No.
No? Oh, okay.
No. I was born in San Jose, California, and my parents would come visit here a lot. They just really liked the area. So when I was about 2.5, we moved to Minden.
Oh,
and my dad worked for Mr. Bentley out there, old Mr. Bentley, for my whole life, really. And then we moved out to Lyon County around when I was about 6 or 7. And I just have grown up out in Lyon County and lived in the area pretty much the rest of my life.
Nice.
I moved to Reno once and then back to California once, but I came right back.
Oh, you liked it here better?
Yeah, I like it out here.
Nice. Well, I think Nevada is very happy that you're here with us, too.
Yeah.
All right, now, on to your business. Can you tell our viewers about all of your wonderful enterprises?
Yes. The first one that I have is Northern Nevada Hotspot, and we do online and live vendor events and fundraisers. So most of my events and fundraisers are in the Carson City area. We're trying to branch out to Reno a little bit this year.
Oh, nice.
We're also partnering with other events like the Earth Spirit Fair and the Fernley Multicultural Festival. So I have that, and then we have advertising swag bags that we do at all of our events through Northern Nevada Hotspot, and then I also run
Swag bag.
Yeah,
What is
they're
that?
like goodie bags that you hand out at the events with different advertisements and goodies in there for the public, and it just helps the local businesses to get their name out more.
Nice.
And people like them because it has like little candy, and then we get can cozies or koozies, whatever they're called.
Sure.
From Nevada Title Payday Loan gives us those. Wishes and Angels gives us those to hand out for free. So those are always in the bags. And it kind of varies what's in each bag. It depends on what people give us to advertise with.
That's very nice to do that. I'm sorry, I didn't mean to butt in.
That's okay.
I'd never heard of a swag bag before, so okay, go ahead.
Oh, that's fine. A lot of people don't understand what they are, so it's a good thing that they explained it.
Oh, good.
And then I also have Faith, Hope, Love of Northern Nevada, and that's where we just collect donations and needs for the homeless and for families in need.
Oh, nice.
So we collect canned goods and hygiene necessities, socks, underwear, jackets, pants. Pants are always a big need. Shoes, just pretty much anything they could use. We're switching seasons right now.
Sure. Yeah.
So we're not needing the hats and gloves as much as just sleeping bags in general, just all time of the year sleeping bags. And then getting people to donate all throughout the year instead of just around Christmas time would be great.
Well, that's true. Sure, people need things throughout the whole year, not just at holiday.
Yeah, one of the groups I'm partnered with is the Pirates of Reno, and they feed the homeless every Thursday in Reno, and they feed 300 to 500 people every Thursday.
Is that right?
Yeah. The Pirates of Reno also cut their hair and provide many other services for the homeless and those in need. They also helped me do Greater Good Day for Northern Nevada, and we just all got together and handed out sandwiches and pasta that was prepared for them, and
isn't that
fruit,
nice?
and and just a bunch of necessities that they needed.
Here in Carson, you did that?
That was in Reno.
That was in Reno,
That
too?
was in Reno, behind the Morris Burner Hotel.
Oh, is that right?
Yeah.
Okay.
So we have to work through the cities now. So.
Oh, okay, sure.
To be able to provide that. And then I'm also part of the Sophisticates of Northern Nevada, and that's a women's empowering and networking group. So we don't just help grow businesses, we're trying to help the women grow friendships. That's really important that females have those friends and friendships in their lives that they can turn to in their time of need, or someone that they can rely on to help them grow their business or to grow personally when they're struggling in their life. So we're really trying to help women empower one another and learn that there really isn't any competition, that even if somebody's doing the same thing as you, we're all bringing something unique to the table, and that we just need to encourage and inspire one another and to support each other. So that's the Sophisticates. And then I'm working with my friend Alicia. She's also my business partner on everything. We do everything together.
Okay.
But she's opening a little store out in Gardnerville called This and That Local Business Marketplace. And they will have different businesses. Some of them will have their stuff on display and for sale. And some of them will just have advertising materials like brochures, catalogs, business cards.
Sure.
So we're looking for a few more vendors to fill the rest of the spots for that. And then she's also going to have monthly pop-ups there during the wine walks. And you can also rent the back room in the facility to teach classes or to have your parties for local direct sellers and stuff can have their parties and stuff in there. And it's $10 an hour to do that, so that's not bad.
No.
So we're just trying to look into different ways of helping local businesses expand and reach more people in the community, because one of the problems that we're noticing in the community is even though there's 20 Avon reps, they don't know where to find them, so they'll type in Avon and Avon will take you to the main website.
Oh, okay.
So then they're not reaching a local person and they're not reaching out to a local business. They're reaching the main website. So we're trying to help the local businesses and the local representatives to the direct sales companies and the small local businesses reach the public and have other outlets of doing that without all the overhead costs.
Goodness sakes, you're busy.
Yes.
Oh.
We do lots of stuff.
What wonderful causes. Isn't this great, viewers? Oh, wow. Well, continue.
That's pretty much everything that I do. So.
Isn't that interesting? Very, very interesting.
Yes. Well, I do have one thing, sorry.
Okay.
But, we have a Greater Good movement that we're getting started in Northern Nevada, and that's just a bunch of us that are in the I Act with Impact group, and we're all a bunch of do-gooders that come together, and we just have ideas and we throw them out there, and if we can help one another, we do. And if somebody needs volunteers, they come to one of the meetings, and whoever can volunteer volunteers, and we meet once a month. So if you look up on Facebook, I Act with Impact, you can request to join the group and to come check out what we're all about and what we're doing. So,
isn't that nice?
Yeah, so it's an outlet for more people to come together so we can do more for the community. Because we can only do so much individually, but if we come together and help each other, then we can touch more lives.
Gosh, Cassidy, I don't even know what to say. This is all so, well, fantastic and fascinating. Goodness sakes. Oh, praise. Lots of praise.
Thank you. Well, God led me to do it, so I have to be honest.
Yeah, okay, well, sure.
So I'm just on my path.
You bet you are. Wow, and what a nice journey you're on, it sounds like.
Yes.
Nice. Well, what inspired you to become, well, let's say the first question is, to become like an events coordinator?
I've always kind of been involved on a small scale with events. One of my friend's mom was really big into it, and I would just go with her because I like to do crafts and go. And then I started helping in the background with small events and craft fairs out in craft fairs. I said that wrong. Out in Lyon County. So I was always kind of interested in it, and then I would go to the events in Carson City, like Kit Carson Days. I love that event. Just different events, and then I saw them kind of starting to die out, and people weren't really getting involved. So it just got me inspired that I wanted to be a part of bringing that sense of community and that sense of family and not even family, just friendship and happiness, and just going out and doing something fun for the day, and just trying to bring people together to get them back involved in doing nice things for other people and for the community too. I try to bring as many different organizations together as I can at each of my events, so that we're not just fundraising for what I do, we're fundraising for, like, the Northern Nevada Spring Fair, we fundraised for 4 different organizations.
Did you?
Yeah.
Goodness. Okay.
So we just try to spread the wealth and try to get as many people together, and I'm really good at organizing and bringing people together and bringing the events together, and then having that outlet for businesses to reach people and having that outlet for the organizations to come together and reach the public. So that's what I like to do.
What a task.
And I kept having a lot of dreams that I needed to do this.
Goodness
So I decided that I was going to follow my dreams.
Your inspiration and your dream. Isn't that fabulous, viewers? What is the first step in creating an event? What is needed from a prospective local client or fundraiser?
A good idea for an event, like a solid idea.
That's a good point. That's a very good point.
It's really hard when they come to us and they have no clue at all, or even a goal of what they want to do or what they want to reach or what they're trying to accomplish. It's really hard for us because we're not envisioning what they're envisioning for their event. So I've worked with a couple of them like that, but it's just easier if they have that like main vision of what they want to do when they come to us.
That's a good point. I never thought about something like that. I thought it was just all here, do this.
No.
Gotta have the idea first.
Yeah, if they have a solid idea, then that really helps us to be able to create the event around that.
Well, sure. Yeah.
That's
like
how I create mine.
Yeah.
I start with that. Okay, and if you have a theme, if you can theme your event and base your event around the theme, that really helps. It really, really helps. So I do all of mine with a theme in mind.
Nice.
So we don't just have
ideas.
An event or a fundraiser, you know, like we're not just popping up doing this randomly.
Right.
We're theming it, and we're working really hard to have activities and bring in different organizations and groups that can provide different themes.
Sure.
So like the spring fair, we did the Easter theme, and the Easter Bunny came in.
Sure.
And
That was
the
fun.
wellness area, and so just to kick off the
good. Yeah, that's a good idea.
spring weather.
Yeah. That's a great idea. Now let me see, I think you've probably kind of answered this, but I'm just going to go ahead and answer it. Do you facilitate all the happenings and maybe attend the event or be in a supervisory position at that event, or what am I trying? I don't quite know what I'm trying to ask you. Are you at the event overseeing everything?
If it's my event, I do all of it. Alicia and I do everything. We plan the events, we theme the events, we find all the activities, we advertise, we do all the promotions, we order all of the work. I create all of the graphic work for it. I create all the flyers, all of the Facebook advertising ads. I do all of that. Her and I are like a two-woman show. So we run the entire thing. If we get brought in to do an event, and we're just partnered, then we just run the vendors. And they can hire us separately to help with promotions and advertising. So that's what we do with the Multicultural Festival and the Earth Spirit Fair. We just help look for vendors and do advertising and stuff. So those events, I don't oversee them. I'll be a vendor at Earth Spirit Fair. So that'll be nice to get to be a vendor because I kind of miss it. I've been running so many events, I haven't been able to be a vendor for a while. So I like being able to hang out with the vendors and have that interaction and just that one-on-one contact and not be running everywhere all chaotic. So it's nice to be able to just go set up and watch how the event's going. And observe it and see, because I learn from them too. I'm like, okay, I need to work on this, or that was a good idea, or you know. So, and then that's also how I grow my business, is I get out there and I meet the vendors one-on-one, and I
that's
get
a good
to know
point.
them. So this year for the Friendly Multicultural Festival, I'm just going to be overseeing the vendors and helping them with whatever they need help with. And then they also contracted with us to do the promotions and advertising on the social media sites for them.
Goodness sakes, do you ever have time to like sleep or have a meal? Or
I have to have my 8 hours every night.
Well, that's good.
And I also always make sure that I take personal time and time with my family. I don't work on Sundays.
Nice.
And I have my time where I go out in nature and just spend one-on-one time with God and myself. And
well, sure, you kind of have to have that.
Kind of reconnect.
Yeah.
Yeah, because it gets so like crazy sometimes. I have to have where I'm just disconnected.
Well, sure. Oh, good. I understand that. I do. Well, now it says here that you advertise for promotional services. What does that consist of?
We do the swag bag advertising, where you can advertise in our bags that we hand out at all of our events. Those are free to the public, so we just hand them out to whoever wants one.
That's nice.
And then I also have Facebook advertising where I can help you create your ad. I do charge for that service.
Sure.
I charge an hourly rate of creating the graphic and then creating the ad for you so that it runs right. And then I teach you how to build your audience in Facebook and the different analytics that you need to pay attention to so that you can learn to create your own ads in the future, or you can just keep using my service.
Sure.
Either way. I believe in building my business, but I also believe in teaching people to be able to build their businesses as well. So I try to do that as part of my service.
Right.
And then I also have Facebook advertising on my Northern Nevada Hotspot Facebook page. I charge $10 a month for that, but we reach anywhere from 8,000 to 12,000 people a week now.
Goodness
And those
sakes.
are mostly local views. They're almost all local views. So I'm getting pretty good with the viewers up there. So you can do monthly, or you can sign up to be a member for Northern Nevada Hotspot. And if you go through our membership, that includes a monthly ad on our Facebook page, as well as getting into a certain number of swag bags at whatever membership level you choose. So there's a lot of different ways that you can advertise through us.
Isn't that nice? Goodness sakes.
So, and now we're also partnering with Lavaz magazine and actually newspaper. Sorry, I think their magazine's online. And the newspaper, it targets the Hispanic community, but they reach up to 40,000 people throughout Northern Nevada.
Nice.
So that's a huge reach, and we want to try to reach as many people as we possibly can. So.
Oh, this is fascinating. I just never knew about the world of advertising, but this is fascinating.
Yeah, it's really neat once you get into it, all the different people you can meet, and a lot of them, they're really awesome people. They will help you and show you what you need to know, or they'll share your stuff, or you can partner with them and advertise with them, and then they advertise with you, so it's nice. It just helps to build it more. Sure,
it's nice to share and learn and grow with each other.
Yeah.
That is wonderful. What is the most lengthy promotion or the highest regard your client achieved with your promotional assistance?
Well, that one's kind of difficult to say.
Oh, okay. All right.
I've helped a lot of events build their clientele base just to get people in, the public in. I've helped a lot of them build their vendor lists and to just reach more vendors and be able to offer more to the public. I've helped a lot of them pull in entertainment. I've helped partner bigger companies like Fun Events Nevada with different with some of the different schools and with different just different events and locations and places to go. So just always trying to promote people and get them out there. So that one's a little bit harder for me to say specifically due to the fact that it's hard to know exactly how many people you target.
Okay,
and how many people that we're pulling in for them. That's hard to say. So
isn't this fascinating, viewers? I'm just having a good time learning all that you do. Now, Cassidy, you're also a fundraiser. Can you tell our viewers about this type of occasion?
We do fundraisers for all different kinds of reasons. Sometimes it's because somebody's house burnt down, or they were in a motorcycle accident and can't work, or they've just fell on a really hardship in their life and are unable to provide for their family. We do fundraisers for people who have had brain tumors or cancer. So we have a lot of different reasons we fundraise. A lot of our fundraisers that we're doing right now, we're actually supporting individual organizations that support the individuals with cancer and houses burning down and stuff. So that way we're able to help more of them instead of a one-on-one basis. So we changed that from last year to this year. So a lot of people don't understand that that's what we're doing. We're able to bless more lives with working with the organizations that are helping the individuals, as opposed to us helping one person at a time.
Isn't that fascinating? Now, the fundraisers, are they limited to Carson City, or do you go out in the region?
We've been out to Gardnerville, Minden, Carson, Reno, and Fallon as of right now. For fundraisers.
Isn't that fascinating? Oh my gosh. Well, what has been your largest or your lengthiest fundraiser?
The largest one that we do is Northern Nevada Family Fun Day. and that's in Mills Park in August. That's August 26th this year.
Uh-huh.
And that one we bring lots of different organizations together, and they all have their own games and activities that they're doing at their own station.
Okay.
And they raise money for their cause. And then we are collecting canned food, clothes, and hygiene products during the event. So we have a big box. Last year we were able to fill that box. So we also have our raffle going on, and all of the money raised by our raffle goes to do pizza night every year for the homeless. So we go down and we buy like 300 pizzas from Little Caesars, and then we take them and we feed all the homeless people. So
isn't that nice?
It's really cool how it works. So we just, that one's only a one-day event, but that's our biggest event. I don't tend to do more than one-day events. I try to focus on making the event big and really great for the day.
Sure.
So we might branch out maybe in the future to 2-day events, but right now we just stick to the one-day event.
Well, that's okay. One day I think is great. You get everything done all at once.
Right?
Well, that's nice. Now, you have a Facebook page known as I Love Nevada.
I Love Northern Nevada.
Northern Nevada. Okay, what's that?
That one's just mostly pictures of Northern Nevada and inspiring stories. So I don't really share news or anything negative on. It has to be inspiring or a photo of Northern Nevada.
Oh, nice.
So that one's just to share fun stuff and inspiring things and pretty things, and just, just to have kind of an outlet of something nice for Northern Nevada.
Oh, and especially with the pictures of the environment.
Yeah.
Because there's some beautiful shots that have been taken around here from people that are amateur or professional photographers.
There are.
It's like, I didn't know Nevada could look like that. That's gorgeous.
Yeah. So we share anything people send to us on there that's a photo or inspiring story. That's
very nice.
So
that's very nice.
A
little bit different than what you're used to do, your fundraisers and things.
Yeah, that one's just for fun.
Well, that's nice. You need fun once in a while. Now, you also have a site. I know that you mentioned this before, but could you tell our viewers a little more about the site called Faith, Hope, Love of Northern Nevada?
Yes, that's the one. Our slogan is Families Helping Families in Need. So we're just a group of people that come together and we collect donations and food. A lot of people will make food for us the day of, sandwiches and pastas, and they'll buy fruit and stuff like that. And then we'll go down to wherever we can get permission to, and we'll just set up and hand out, or we'll walk along where they're staying and hand it out to them.
Nice.
So Faith, Hope, Love, if they look us up, they can go on our website through the link off of Facebook and become a helper. And then we'll message them when we're doing things, and then they can follow us and get notifications, because I create events on there. And then they'll know when we're going out and feeding the homeless, because a lot of people like to come and help out. So that's what that page is for.
Nice. Is that just in this area, or is it regional too?
We do mostly Reno when it comes to that, mostly in Reno. With Carson City, the homeless are harder to find here. They have pretty good resources in Carson. They have the Dewdrop Inn Center.
Yes.
They have 2 churches are stepping up this year to be opening and feeding the homeless year-round now, instead of just once a month.
Right.
So Fuji, to my understanding, Fuji Hall won't be used for the shelter in the winter anymore. The 2 churches are going to be stepping up and doing that. So Carson really is taking care of their homeless really well. The homeless problem is mostly in Reno. It's huge in Reno. There's thousands of them.
Really?
Yes. The last thing that I read personally, so I don't want to be quoted, but was that there's like approximately like 3,300 that are chronically homeless.
Really? Well, it's a good thing you and your organizations are out there to help them.
Yeah, definitely. I mean, the groups like the Pirates of Reno, Action, Volunteers America, the Veterans of America associations, I think I quoted that name wrong, but all those groups, they are helping hundreds of people every single day. Every day. They're just handing out needs and necessities and food and trying to take care of them, and a lot of them have programs where they can go through and learn how to take care of themselves, and a lot of them will actually end up signing up. It's neat when you get to know them, because then they'll tell you that they came from that program and now they're working to help the next people.
Well, that's wonderful.
Yeah, so I didn't know that at first until I started getting involved in everything.
Sure.
I didn't realize there was so many that had been helped, and those
Uh-huh.
are the ones that are helping now.
Well, isn't that wonderful?
And then we just have the big-hearted people in our community that just
Sure.
care and go out and
They do. They do.
give so much of their time and themselves to help all of these people.
Isn't that nice? I got tears in my eyes. That's just so loving all the way
Yeah.
around.
And what I like about our group is a lot of people, because it's called Faith, Hope, Love, they think that you have to be of like Christian denomination or whatever,
Okay.
and we're just whoever wants to come
Yeah.
help.
Nice.
There's no judgment, there's nothing. We just are open to let's go do good for the community and pay it forward.
Right.
And so that's what we're
Oh.
about.
Well, and it sounds like you're doing a fascinating and wonderful job.
Thank you.
Well, that's wonderful. Okay, dry my eyes here. Well, Cassidy, before we conclude our interview, is there something else that you would like to add for our viewers to learn?
Yes, we are always looking for volunteers and for people who would like to come out and donate their time to help with the events or help feed the homeless. Or
Sure.
we're always looking for donations for anything that anybody could need, a family in need or a homeless person. We're also always looking for vendors and small businesses and direct sales reps that want to advertise for their businesses or
sure.
that would like venues to come out and be on display at and sell their goods at. So we're always looking for entertainers and bands and artists, balloon artists, face painters,
Oh, yeah.
kids activities, petting zoos, anybody that wants to come out and have something for the public to do and participate in. We're always looking for different kinds of craft booths.
Oh, sure.
You know, we've had sign making booths at some of our events and booths where they can make cards, and so we're always looking for different kinds of crafts and
Okay.
activities and entertainment for all of our events and fundraisers and things that we're doing.
Nice.
So they can look us up online
Okay.
at www.nnvhotspot.com.
Okay. Goodness sakes. Well, this is wonderful, viewers. Isn't this been a fun show? Awesome. Anything else you might want to add or put you on the spot here?
No.
No? Oh, okay. All right. Well, I'll tell you what. Can you give our viewers your contact information for all of your different sites, services, and things like that?
Yes.
Please?
They can go to our main website of Northern Nevada Hotspot, which is the www.nnvhotspot.com.
Okay.
They can also find us on Facebook at Northern Nevada Hotspot. If they want to look us up on Facebook, they can look up Faith, Hope, Love of Northern Nevada. I Act with Impact is also on Facebook, so they can join in and volunteer and be and be part of the Greater Good movement. And then they can also call me at 775-291-0480.
Okay.
Or they can email us at nnvhotspot@gmail.com
Nice.
to get more
Nice.
information on what we're doing and what we
Sure.
have coming up. If they like our Facebook page, they can go and click on the events link. And then once they're in the events page on our Facebook page, they can click subscribe to our events, and then they'll get Facebook notifications of all of our events. And we do online events and fundraisers as well as live events and fundraisers.
Nice. I have to go click on all of those buttons.
Yes.
Thank you so much, Cassidy, for being such a wonderful guest on our show today. Fascinating. I learned so much from you today. Wow.
Thank you.
It's been
Thank
very
you for
interesting.
having me.
Oh, I'm glad that you were here and available for today. And thank you so much for being on Psychic Creations.
Thank you for having me. I feel very honored.
Oh, thank you. All right. Now, if you would like to be a guest on Psychic Creations, please know that we have interviews with authors and holistic health specialists and entrepreneurs.
Yes.
You can contact me at my website, which is www.sandypsychicstones.com, or at my email address, which is admin@sandypsychicstones.com. Thank you so much, and thank you for watching Psychic Creations, and we'll see you next show.